Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Hello, hello. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing okay. I could be better, but life be lifing sometimes. So I'm doing okay. How are you guys doing? Indy is doing pretty good. Let's see if we can get some more. There you go. Get some lightness, bitch. Indy's doing pretty good. She's sitting right here looking at me as if I owe her something. But she's doing pretty good. Am I the asshole for refusing to move in with my girlfriend because I can't stand her kid? No, because I'm not moving in with somebody if I don't like their kid either. I don't think I could be with somebody if I didn't like their kid. So my girlfriend, 28 female, and myself, 29 male, have been together for almost a year now. Things are actually very well in our relationship. The only thing is that her spawn, 8-year-old male, is a demon child, and I don't like him. Now, for context, her son, we'll call him Lou, has cystic fibrosis. On top of this, his deadbeat daddy chose another kid over him, so I do feel for him in some sense. You're probably feeling for the kid thinking that I suck, but hear me out. He's insanely cruel to his mother. He hits her, bites her, slaps her, and insults her. Exhibit A. On Halloween of last year, she got him the costume that he was dying for, Jason Voorhees. But she couldn't find the machete he wanted. And for that, he spit in her face and said he hated her. I'd be in jail. Like, man, what are you turning yourself in? Because I almost hit him in the head with something. I did. I think you should. He's in danger. But honestly, this is his mom's fault. You're allowing this shit to happen because you know what a child has never done to me, no matter how many times they've told me that they've hate me, spit in my face. I don't give a fuck how much you hate me. I asked you to do something, so I think you should hop to it. Like, I've been told that kids dislike. I worked with 1st grade through 6th grade, okay? I was hated. They couldn't stand Miss L, but you know what the fuck none of them did? Spit in my face. Because they knew Miss L will go to jail. And will. Now, I'm not going to hit your child. No. I'm going to call the police on me. And then I'm going to call you on them. I'm going to let you know, come get him. Because I'm about to hit him in the head with something. Because I'm going to crack him with something. So I think you should come get them. And the police going to show up. Well, why? Because they were a danger in my presence. They were. I think y'all should take note of this. It should be documented. This should be documented. Okay. He spit in her face, said that he hated her, said she had no friends or no one that loved her, especially him. Then he smashed her new phone, iPhone 12 mini, over his fucking forehead. That boy's got issues. He cracked a phone over his head. He needs help. Like, real shit. He needs to go see an IST. I don't know which one, but he needs to go see an IST. Fast forward about a week ago, she asked me about her and I possibly moving in together. And here I am. I'm an honest person, so I'd like to at least tell her the truth as to why I can't move in with her. But I know it's going to wreck her. Am I the bad guy here? I just honestly can't see myself living with that hellion with his violent behavior. It's kind of scary, to be honest. What do I do? Tell her the truth. Do I stay honest? I've tried countless times to see the good in Lou, but his own mother even says the older he gets, the worse his violence becomes. Am I the asshole? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope, you're not. Because you moving in is you signing yourself up to also be tortured by this little punk. Absolutely not. Tell her the truth. She knows that her child is a demon. If she's not going to take him to see somebody that can get his behavior in control, he needs to see some type of doctor. He does. This is not normal. It's not normal. Like, no matter how much people try to normalize this shit on the internet, no, they're bringing awareness to it. This is not normal. Am I the asshole for not allowing my mom to move in with me? When I was 13, my parents adopted a disabled baby named Carrie. This child needed constant care and was wheelchair bound. Now she has a feeding tube. In January, my dad died. I would have thought my parents' home was paid off by now because I'm now in my 30s with my own family of 2 kids and a wife. Damn. Having children of my own made me even more resentful of my parents' choice to abandon me at 13 and take care of this adopted baby. My mother, who up until my dad's death had little contact with me, asked me to move in with Carrie. She wants to take over one of my children's bedrooms, telling me that my children could use bunk beds and went as far as sending me remodeling ideas for my home to accomplish them. That's a bit fucking much. Can we move in with you? Can we move into the spare bedroom? Here's how you can remodel the house to make it easier for us. No. No. I haven't even told you if you can move in or not, and you're already trying to remodel my house? No, ma'am. Carrie hasn't been able to visit my house because it isn't accessible. I told my mom no, that I'm not making accommodations for her or Carrie, that she's not moving in. My mom said it's been hard because of my dad's death, taking care of Carrie and making the mortgage payment because my mom came... What? Oh, because mom came to help with bills about 10 years ago. And as she put it, my childhood home is in foreclosure. I reminded my mom that I moved out at 16 to get away from her and Carrie, so I'm not pushing this on my family. My mom didn't think I would say no. She's been panicking because now she doesn't know what's going to happen to Carrie when she dies. So her plan was to move into your house and die and leave Carrie in your house and make you obligated to take care of her for the rest of her life. That's a little fucked up. My mom takes care of Carrie 24/7 and hasn't had a job since they adopted her. My dad's death benefits, mom's SSI and Carrie's disability, it's still not enough to cover the mortgage, utilities, car payment, and the insurance. Also, my mom is complaining she can't even afford little treats to eat out anymore since my dad died. I mean, your bills got priority over treats though, Bookie Boo. I'm sorry, but they do. I told my mom that she should have thought of that 20 years ago when she adopted Carrie. I'm not sacrificing my family's comfort for her martyr complex. I did that enough growing up. I don't think you're the asshole at all. This baby moved out 3 years after they adopted Carrie. It got so bad in 3 years that they moved out at 16. At 16. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. No, I don't think you're the asshole because it's not like I have a spare bedroom that we're using as an office that I can convert into a room. It's not that. No, you expect me to put out my children, to rearrange my children, take one of their rooms away, and then mesh them together for the unforeseeable future because you're planning to move in until you die, basically, because you're panicking that nobody's going to take care of Carrie. She didn't even bother to ask if you were going to take care of Carrie. She planned to force you to move in. You need to check and see if your mama is sick. You need to check and see if your mom is sick because that's some desperate shit to try to do, thinking like it was like she really truly thought that OP wasn't going to say no. Like, you need to check and make sure your mama ain't sick. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it if she is, but you need to check and make sure your mom's not sick because that's some crazy shit. To immediately go from I can't pay the bills to who's going to take care of Carrie when I die, that's a big jump. I need to talk to your doctor. What a doctor at? Because that's some intense shit. Okay. Am I the asshole for uninviting my step-sister-in-law from my wedding? Is that how it works? If that's your spouse's step sibling, that becomes your step-in-law? Family connections are fucking confusing. Because I would refer to the bitch as a sister-in-law. Just make my husband all of upset. My bad. Because there's too many words. My 22 male fiance and I 24 female wedding is coming up this winter. It's a small venue with limited space. Luckily, we were able to invite everyone that's important to us. We decided on a no small children wedding due to the venue size and the photographer equipment safety. We have a huge security deposit on it. Don't get us wrong. We absolutely love children. If we weren't paying for it all ourselves and we had a bigger venue, we'd be more than happy to accommodate the children as well. We've been trying to conceive ourselves. Sadly, it once ended in a miscarriage. Fast forward to the day everyone starts receiving their invitations. I know that is a day that is so fucking stressful for the couple that's getting married. When they send out their invitations, like the days and weeks that come after that, I know it's got to be fucking stressful. I know it has to be. Fast forward to the day everyone starts receiving their invitations. My fiance's stepsister received her invite, and instead of coming to us about her concerns, she called 5 family members, telling them, how dare we request for no children under the age of 10 to attend. She has a 9-year-old and 11-month-old. By the time she called us, we had already heard from 3 of his family members about how upset she was about it. Okay, the way she would have been blocked and would have had to leave a voicemail. She would have had to leave a voicemail because I would have blocked her before it even came. But the bitch, that's your answer. How dare I? I dare. I do. I dare. I dare. She belittled us, saying things like, if I can't bring them, I'm not coming. Do people realize that's not a threat? Like, don't promise me that you're not going to do something that I'm truly, truly expecting. That's fine. That's cool. That's absolutely fine. If I can't bring them, I'm not coming. It's not my fault you guys have failed to become parents. Things like that. Bitch, no. Until my fiance was on the verge of tears. He's not a crier. He really wanted her to be there. So after over 10 minutes of this nonsense, I told her that she can bring them, but that she has to sit in the back. Howdy, ma'am. She's always been the drama starter, including asking me to ask my fiance if she could wear a white dress to my wedding. Wow. Because my dress is technically ivory. He told her no, and then gave her a list of colors that she can wear. Her words, oh gosh, your wedding colors are gross. It's our 2 favorite colors and used in weddings a lot. She then proceeded to tell my fiance he needed to postpone the wedding so she can have one last Christmas with her family. Are you kidding me? Why did she get an invitation in the first fucking place? She wanted to wear a white dress to your wedding because yours is technically ivory and your wedding colors are gross. Bitch, stay home. Then you don't have to worry about seeing my ugly, gross ass wedding colors. Then she has the nerve and audacity to say you should postpone your wedding because I want one last Christmas with my family. Why is she invited? But you know what? She's not invited anymore. Based on the title, OP uninvited her. So she's not there anymore. Now, here's where I may be the asshole. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. She tried to tell, not ask, but tell me her kids were my ring bearer and flower girl. When I asked her when did we ever agree to that, she said, well, I assumed. Honey, man. I snapped and said, well, you know what? Assuming does make an ass out of you and me. She looked at me crazy. I said, you better be glad we're even allowing them at the wedding. Do not push our courtesy invite or I will be more than happy to revoke it. Oh, shit. She lifted her titties up and put her foot down. That's what I'm talking about. Bitch, be glad we even thought to invite your fucking kids because you guys can stay the fuck home. Yeah, let her know. Let her the fuck know. I love it. We love a queen that has boundaries and is not afraid to enforce them. I love it. Let her know, bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck. Huh. My fiance walked in right after that and commented about the white, and the comment about the white dress came to mind. I switched back to her and stated out loud and clear to her, and if you show up in that white dress you were asking about, be prepared to go home in a red one. My fiance laughed and his stepsister stormed out. Now we're getting calls from his stepfamily saying we bullied her into not wearing a dress she liked and did. And fucking did. Yep. Yes, I did. Yes, I did bully her into not wearing a white dress to my wedding. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And what are you going to do? What you going to do? What are you going to do? What you going to do? Yes, I did. Yep. When we questioned them, well, it seems she never clarified what color the dress was to any of them. Guess that slipped her mind. Some still think we need to apologize to her because she seems really upset about it. At this point, we're thinking about uninviting them. So Reddit, Am I the asshole for wanting to uninvite my stepsister-in-law to avoid drama on my big day? Girl, you should have been uninvited her. When she threw a fit about your not wanting children at your wedding, that's when her invitation should have been revoked. That's when her invitation should have been revoked the moment she started raising hell about the guidelines and boundaries you guys put in place. Honestly, me, her invitation would have been revoked from my wedding when she asked my fiance to postpone it so she could have a Christmas with her family. That's when she would have been uninvited, because clearly you don't like me. Only the people that I know absolutely love me will be allowed at my wedding. The only people that I know are head over heels in fucking love with me can come to my wedding. People that are happy for me, those are the only people that can come. But she wouldn't have even known there was a wedding. She would not have known there was a goddamn wedding, because no, Am I the asshole for refusing to congratulate my sister for coming out? My sister, 17 female, came out as a lesbian a week ago, saying that she's known for years, but finally has the courage to come out. A part of this coming out was her dumping her boyfriend of 10 months. The poor guy was head over heels for her and had to learn that she not only was a lesbian, but chose to date him knowing that she was one and couldn't have feelings for him. I know him fairly well from shared extracurricular activities, and I know that he's very torn up. I think it was very fucked up of my sister to do that to him. I agree. Hence, when my parents and her other friends were all congratulating her and talking about how brave she was, I wasn't, because it didn't sit right with me how she acted. Mutual friends think I'm an asshole for not supporting her, but I think, as I said, what she did was fucked up, so I'm not in the mood to congratulate her. I understand, and I don't think you're the asshole. I don't think you're the asshole. Just because she gay and decided to come out does not mean that we're just automatically going to overlook the fucked up person that she is. Like, that's fucked up. I don't know. I'm not congratulating you after I learned that in order for you to get this bravery to come out, you broke up with your boyfriend of 10 months after saying you've known that you were a lesbian for years. You strung this boy along for 10 months for fucking what? For what? As your beard? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. No, I'm not going to go out of my way to make you feel bad. But if I don't feel like you need to be celebrated right now because this needs to be acknowledged, I'm not going to say anything. I don't have to. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Just because you've done something and everybody else around you is congratulating you and telling you how brave and everything that you've done is brave, doesn't mean that I have to do it too. My feelings are my own. What you did was fucked up. That's it, and that's all. Like, I don't think you're the asshole. Like, we don't play with people's feelings and emotions. There are a lot of people that are behind bars right now because they responded and reacted to how somebody was playing with their fucking emotions and their feelings. Crimes of passion are 100% a real thing. Like, they're 100% a real thing. Okay. My common law husband is in Dubai, and his side piece showed up at my door with their baby. Am I the asshole for kicking her out, even though she's basically homeless? She shouldn't have came to my house homeless. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You shouldn't have came here because ain't no room in here for you. Ain't no room at the inn. And you showing up with a baby is not going to change my mind. It's not. No, you shouldn't have came here. Like, why did you come here after being homeless? That's crazy. If you have a phone, you can look up shelters. My husband and I, 40 female and 41 male, have been together for 10 years. I consider them years to be very loving and happy, but apparently not for him, since he had a side piece, obviously. I make furniture and make around 1 million euros a year. My husband is a teacher. It goes without saying that I provide for us. I don't ask what he does with his salary. We live way below our means, however, because we're both minimalists, but we have a big house, nice cars, and lots of art. Everything is mine, however. Apparently, he met his side piece, 25 female, under false pretenses and told her that we were legally married, So he owned half of my company and everything else that I own. When she got pregnant, he started spending his salary on her. I wasn't alarmed because I don't know what he did with his money. Now he's in Dubai on vacation and her lease on her apartment just expired, so she just showed up at my door with her baby. She told me that she was his girlfriend and that he was getting a divorce from me, so she might as well live in his house. And I could live in a hotel because I can afford it. She didn't have any money or home. She literally refused to step out, so I called the police and locked myself in the greenhouse. When the police came, she was literally unpacking the child's clothes in the living area. They escorted her out. I was very shaken. Later, I found out all of the details that I included above. My husband's mother thought I was an asshole for kicking out a little baby on the street. That baby is no responsibility of mine. Everybody wants to have a bleeding fucking heart when it comes to goddamn kids. I don't. If it comes into a situation that makes me uncomfortable, inconveniences me, or endangers my life, you and your kids have to go. I don't care. You gotta go. I put my cousin, her baby daddy, and 2 of her motherfucking kids out of my house at 9 o'clock at night. Bitch, get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck that they gotta go to school tomorrow. Get the fuck out. This is my house. I don't give a fuck. You gotta go. You should have thought about that. You should have thought about the fact that you have kids before you did whatever the fuck you did that made it a possibility for you to get put the fuck out. I'm not gonna think more about your kids than you think about your kids. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to consider your kids more than you consider your kids. No, if you don't give a fuck about where your kids gonna go when you start acting up in somebody's house, why the fuck would I care about where your kids gonna go after you've acted up in my house? Them not my kids. It's not my job to put those kids first in all things that I do and think. You should have thought about that. No, hell no. She need to go stay with his mama. My husband's mother thought I was an asshole for kicking out a little baby on the street. That was her only grandson. Well, bitch, open your house. I used and abused my money and power to control everything around me. But honestly, teachers make $60,000 a year. So if I found out later he gave her his salary, I can't understand why she would be so homeless and destitute. She had a big designer bag, a designer stroller, and these Van Cleef and Arpels jewelry when she showed up to my house. But now I'm the asshole? Nah, baby, you ain't got no responsibility to this baby. If the mother-in-law was so fucking concerned, why she didn't call her son and tell him to call his bitch and have her and the baby move into her house? Because clearly they are in communication. Because how the fuck would you know I just put this bitch out of my house if my husband is in Dubai? No. I don't feel bad for anybody that shows up homeless but in designer. What? No. Because, bitch, you better start selling shit. All right. Last story. It's a hair on my lip. Ew. Okay. My wife cheated on me with her boss. I'm sleeping with his wife. Will I be the asshole if I pursued her for more than hookups? I'd marry that bitch. So hard. So hard. As fuck. Hard as fuck. I would marry her. So hard. I would. Divorce takes months and years. So we all are still legally married. My 34 male wife, 34, cheated on me with her boss, 42 male. I found out when the wife, 37, of the man contacted me. She had left him and thought I was the only one in the dark and should be told. Obviously, I left my wife too. It was a very hard time on me because I never experienced such betrayal. The idea of going through the motions, hear the begging, listening to people around me talk to me about forgiveness, but worse, telling my children they will have to move between houses and never have their parents under the same roof again. No one but the colleague's wife understood really what I was going through because she was going through the same thing. We talked every day at first. Then we met and we started sleeping together. She's so fucking gorgeous, but that's not even the best thing about her. Now we've been meeting for hookups a couple times a month, but texts and calls are almost daily. I'm falling for her and I think she too. Would I be the asshole if I asked her out? She said she didn't want to complicate things with our exes, but sometimes I feel like I want to take her out on a date and hold hands for everyone to see. My friends think it's a bad idea, that it would create more drama for everyone involved. But I know that we have feelings for each other. Oh, one, I think that's cute. Two, you guys could literally be trauma bonding. You could literally be trauma bonding. And I think if you're going to try to pursue something, it should 100% happen after your divorces are final. Know that, like, you can be friends, work on a relationship, but I truly feel like actually establishing and making it known should 100% wait until your divorces are final. Because you guys are both hurting. And right now you are the only two that understand what you're going through. And that means a lot. When you're going through something hard and something, terrible and devastating like this, having somebody that understands how you feel is the most important thing. Because while everyone says they understand, they don't. They empathize with you. They sympathize with you, but they don't truly understand unless they're going through the situation. So I feel like if you still be friends, still continue to get to know each other, bounce up on it every day if you have to. But I feel like when it comes to establishing a 100% valid relationship, it should wait until after their divorces are final. Hi, Stinky. You're going to lick my lips. You were, you little. But all right, you guys. I love you all. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, your night, your morning, wherever it is. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Good night. All right, Indy, let's go downstairs.